Derrick, I know, losing a fight obviously is never fun, but in August, you just looked like especially frustrated to me that night. What was it about that one that was so frustrating? Was it, title, Houston? What was it about that night?
First, you could speak to me. I just walked in.
Hey,
You
Derrick,
already
how you
asked me
doing, buddy?
questions. God damn.
I'm sorry. Derrick, what's going on, man? It's been too long.
Yeah, it's good, man. It's doing good. Yeah, I was frustrated that fight. And I didn't, man, it was just overwhelming fighting in my hometown, all that pressure I had on me. I put all that pressure on myself, it would have been, 13 years, Bob? Since the day I got out of prison? It would have been 13 years the day I got out of prison and winning the title for the UFC heavyweight champion. It would have I put so much pressure on myself, it was just very nerve-wracking.
Was it really like to the day, like the actual day of?
To the day of, yes.
That's crazy. So what does that make you think moving forward? I mean, like, do you want to keep fighting in Houston, or is it just too hard for you to do because you want to, do something special there?
Yeah, I would like to keep fighting in Houston. I love fighting in Houston. It's just that day, I just put so much pressure on myself, so it is what it is.
Yeah, no doubt. So was it important for you then to get back quickly to kind of put that behind, or is this just the call that came up and you took it?
No, I wanted to get back in quickly. I wanted it quicker than what we at right here. So it is what it is.
Nice. Chris Daukaus, obviously a guy that's only been around in the UFC like a year and a half. So did you know the name? Had you seen any of his work so far?
I just been watching his fights this week. I never watched none of his fights before. I didn't know who he was before, but I know who he is now.
Yeah. When you're given fights, do you worry about it? I mean, do you talk with Bob or anybody and be like, hey, is this a matchup we like, or is it just like, let's go?
Oh, no, it's just whatever. I don't care who it is. I always tell them I don't care who it is. It's go time no matter what it is. I'm not in it trying to be the best fighter in the world, so I'm not trying to pick and choose my opponent, so it's whoever.
What are you in for? I mean, I know it's to pay for your family and to take care of them, right? But is it about entertaining? I mean, when you say I'm not here to be the best in the world, what is it that you want to do?
Of course, you got to be entertaining just to stay in the company. So, of course, that's one of my goals. But my main goal is to take care of my family and their future.
Nice. So you said you watched Chris this week. What have you thought about him? Has he impressed you? Do you like him? What do you think?
Yeah, of course, he's got to be a good guy because he's a police officer. I support the police department all over the world. Especially in Houston. I appreciate most of y'all for letting me slide with a little speeding ticket here and there. So I appreciate y'all. Back to blue all day long.
But you can't give him any extra respect once you get in there, though, right?
Of course, whenever you fighting a police officer, you don't want to get Rodney King on ESPN. So you got to go out there and fight hard, man. Do it for the people.
I wonder, you've been in this game for a long time now, man. Obviously, he's kind of new to this. So do you think experience means anything? I mean, you two guys are big and powerful, and one punch can change everything. So does experience mean anything, or is a fight, and that doesn't matter?
Experience don't mean anything, Most of fighters go into a fight really just focus on one thing, just winning. So it's all the outside and noise really don't matter. But sometimes it does, sometimes it don't. But we heavyweights, so anything can happen. Any slip up, anything can happen. It don't matter.
Fighting at the Apex, is it almost more enjoyable to you? I wonder. I mean, do you like having that crowd? I guess all the pressure from last time. I just wonder if you like it here, where there's not as much distraction, maybe not as much going on.
I like it here. I like it Apex better because I always think like nobody's watching this fight anyway, so I could do whatever I want right now. I don't make it seem like I'm not gonna even look stupid right now. But if I throw this spinning back kick, there's nobody watching this fight, so I'm gonna do it.
That's funny. So there may be millions watching on TV, but as long as there are not thousands in the building, it makes it easier.
Yeah, I just say, man, them cameras not even working, so I'm just go ahead and throw this spinning back kick. Nobody watching it. I ain't gonna be a meme, so I'm good.
What kind of challenges do you think Chris presents? Now that you've watched him, you've studied him, I mean, do you feel like he's going to be, trying to shoot and take you to the ground, or do you think he might, present some challenges on the feet? What do you think?
I believe that he's going to try to do what Gane was doing, just really try to pick me apart. Just win on the scoreboard, try to stay away, jab, stay away, run. If I come close to him, then run, keep running, just try to frustrate me, really. But I don't really believe that he's going to try to take me down or anything.
Last thing for me, I wonder, big win here, obviously be a nice way to finish up the year. I mean, do you want to start getting on a title run again, or people talking about that, or is it just almost easier for you to say, I don't care about the title, just put me in fights and let me get paid?
I would like to fight for the title the end of next year. That'd be great. Get through Daukaus, God willing, say the same. Come out with the win. I would like to fight Stipe next. I believe he's top 5, so I believe that I should be fighting top 5 guys in the division. And nothing against Stipe or nothing like that. I don't feel like I have nothing to prove. It's just a guy that I never fought. I know he's like one of the best of all time. Shit, I ain't shit. So I just want to just fight him just because. That's all. No disrespect or anything like that.
I apologize. I didn't say hello. I just didn't want to waste your time, Derrick. So good to see you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, Derrick. Hello.
Where you at? How many people in? Oh, okay. Oh, hey.
Down to your left, sir.
What were you listening to when you walked in here? I saw you pull your...
Fat Pat. Fat Pat.
Like that. Who do you... with fighting both Ciryl Gane and Francis, who do you got winning that fight next month?
But say what again?
Thank you for that. Since you fought Ciryl Gane and Francis, who do you got in that fight next month?
I would like for Gane to win. He seemed like a good dude. Seemed like a likable guy, outside of fighting. So I prefer him. Francis, it is what it is. I always fuck that guy.
And then finally, what's the funniest video that you saw this year that you put on your Instagram?
Probably, I can't say that. No, I can't say that either. No, let's just not even talk about my Instagram. No, I can't even say none of that because I'm going to get a lot of hate. It's fight week. I'll tell you next week. Not to.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, Derrick, right here. Good to see you.
Right, to your right.
Thank you.
How did you enjoy your appearance on Hot Ones?
It was good, but that shit was nasty. Like, all the wings didn't have no flavor to it. It just felt like I was eating poison. Then no good flavor was it. None of it was good flavor. And it was just like something that you shouldn't even put in your mouth.
Does the aftermath of that get pretty rough?
The aftermath was pretty rough. I had to get some pills to help my immune system, and I couldn't even make it home from the airport. All I was thinking about, don't not shit on this plane. Don't shit on the plane. And so I just went in the plane because my stomach was bubbling, just let out a little gas. That's about it. But I didn't want to take a shit, so I just kept farting in the airport, in the airplane. But as soon as the plane landed, I didn't want to shit at the airport either. So I only went to the gas station and shitted for at least 30 minutes straight, burning.
So you wouldn't do it again?
Yeah.
This fight with Chris, this seems like kind of the perfect depiction of what has made you such a fan favorite and why the UFC likes you so much. He's down a fair bit from you in the rankings, but as you kind of said earlier, you don't care about the rankings as long as they pay you the same, right? That's your philosophy?
Yes, for sure. Yeah. I don't have nothing against Chris. Sure, he's a good guy, but I'm here to get a check.
Do you want to pick up the pace and be busier next year again? I know you said you want to fight for that title. How many wins do you think it would take? You're obviously still at the very top of the rankings.
Well, I would like to get 4 fights in there. No, I don't think it would take 4 fights to get a title, but I would like to be more active next year, for sure.
And do you think this is the one where you break apart from the pack and get that UFC knockout record all to yourself with 13?
I believe so. I thought I already had the record, but I really didn't even think about that, because that is another crazy thing that's in my life right now, that having a record like that is crazy, because all the great heavyweights before me had the opportunity to get that record, but didn't get it. So it's just crazy to me to even think of.
Yeah, and it's not even heavyweights. You're tied with Matt Brown and Vitor Belfort at 12 for all of UFC history. So if you get this one, you'll be by yourself for every fighter, not just heavyweights.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, especially I'm the only natural fighter, you know. I ain't never took no supplements, no steroids, nothing like that. It's just good old chicken. That's about it.
And is the reason you would prefer to see Ciryl Gane win is because you would like to have that rematch? Obviously, you've beaten Francis Ngannou once already.
No, I believe that I believe that he deserves it, you know. I believe also that he'll be more active in the division. It's not really cocky and arrogant like that Francis dude is, and that he's a real likable guy, you know. I don't got nothing against Gane.
Were you surprised in how he was able to put his whole game together in that fight with you? Have you fought an opponent who was able to kind of mesh all the skills together like that before?
I haven't, but we knew he fought just like we knew he was going to fight, and so it was nothing surprising. But seeing it was just everything was on myself, you know. It was me to blame, none of my coaches or anyone else. I believe it was just all my fault. My head, my mental area, and stuff like that. You know, we came in with a game plan, and I didn't do none of it, but walked in the octagon, and that was it.
Fair enough. And last thing, what's the number one thing Derrick Lewis has on his Christmas list this year?
The number one thing I have on the Christmas list, probably just buy my daughter a car for being a great student, great daughter. This really supposed to be a surprise, but she don't be watching all this UFC shit anyway. So, yeah, I'm supposed to surprise her on Christmas morning with a new car. But it was gonna be a cash car though, because it's gonna be a first car. I don't need her to be fucking up my insurance, so it's gonna be some bullshit. But it's gonna be a new car though.
So your number one thing is buying something for someone else. There's nothing.
Yeah. I don't need anything. I got everything. I thank God for that. I thank UFC. I thank everyone that's been involved with helping me get everything I ever wanted in my life. So I appreciate it. I thanks my wife also.
Awesome, man. I appreciate the time.
Thank you.
I know down here in the front. I know it. I know in the past.
Oh, y'all keep fucking around. All right, fuck y'all.
I know in the past. Earlier, you said that you like fighting the Apex. I know in the past, before you said you weren't really about the Vegas life. Has Vegas grown on you anymore now that you've come back here time and time again for fights? Is it a little bit more that you? I know you don't go out and get a chance to enjoy it much during fight weeks, but has it grown on you over time a little bit more?
I don't know. Vegas is just a weird place, though. It's cool, but it's like weird. Like, I don't understand why people want to live here, though. I would never want to live in Vegas. You know,
Just don't like the heat, or is it
just the people? They cool though, but they weird.
Well, I appreciate that.
They weird.
We are a bit weird, you know. I mean, I'm not originally from here, but
yeah.
we do live
See,
here.
you're not
We
original.
live here,
You
though.
wasn't born here though, right?
No. Not at
You
all.
only been here what, like a couple of
About 10 years.
Damn. Okay. But well, I know you. You're not weird. You're cool.
I appreciate.
I remember coming to your house, cooking and all that, barbecuing, chilling.
I got a new place. You have to come visit one of these days.
All right, yeah.
Well, speaking with that, we talked a little bit about the holidays. You know, the hard-hitting questions. You know, what's on Derrick Lewis's menu for Christmas? What sort of stuff do you guys do at your household?
Really just have the kids open up a bunch of presents and just make a mess. That's about it. It's nothing really special. You know, I always tell them I don't want anything. I don't want nothing. But my kids always try to do something, even if it's just drawing me a picture or something like that.
What about food? What does the household do for food?
Oh, we don't really worry about food on Christmas. We don't do nothing big on Christmas for food or anything.
Okay. Well, I definitely won't come visit on Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
And then lastly, a silly question. Would you ever do Dancing with the Stars?
Nah, I can't do Dance with the Stars. 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 I can't do Dance with the Stars But if they pay me good, I do dance with the stars.
I hear they pay okay. I hear they pay.
Yeah, but that means my career didn't do so good if I'm on Dance with the Stars. That's what I heard.
Maybe, or if you're.
But if the check is good, I don't care. Yeah, I dance with stars with 2 left feet. It don't matter. I do it if the money good for sure.
I dig it. Best of luck this weekend.
All right, thank you.
Anyone else?
Bob, Spanish. Espanol. No, Espanol. Sí.